Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on where you're watching me from and the time over there. My name is Mandy, like you already know, and I want to ask, how are you doing? How is your day going? Okay, today I like to speak on a topic that I love so much. I like to speak on a topic that would benefit every one of us. I'll be speaking on the power, the spoken word, the power, the spoken word. Are you aware that there is power in every word that comes out from your mouth? The Bible made us to understand that the power of life and death is in the tongue. The power of life and death is in the tongue. The book of Genesis chapter 1 from verse 2, the Bible said that God said, let there. God had to speak for it to come to be. God had to speak life. God has to speak things to manifestation. And the Bible said that everything, as God was calling them forth, as he was speaking them, every time he would say, the Bible said, and God said, and God said, and there was, and God said, and there was, and God said, and there was. My question to you is, what have you been saying? Every day when you sleep and wake up, what do you say? In your marriage, what have you been saying? In your business or at your business place, at your workplace, what have you been saying? Over your ministry, what have you been saying? The assignment that God committed in your hands, what have you been saying? Over your finance, what have you been saying? Over your health, generally, what have you been saying? Over your children's life, your relatives, your family members, people around you, what have you been saying? The power of life and death is in the tongue. It's so amazing that some mothers can still wake up, not just mothers, I've seen mothers and fathers, they can still wake up in the morning and out of provocation, they begin to lay curses on their children. They wake up because they are angry. They begin to lay curses on people around them. There are people that they are quick to release negative words, even over their own lives. You ask someone how you doing, say, I better go with this sofa. That's a negative word. You ask someone what's going on, say, I beg, I feel like dying. That's a negative word. As you are aware that the words you speak carries weight, those words can either bring solution or they can bring death. Those words can either make you or they can mar you. The words that come out from your mouth can either edify, can bring light or total darkness. When someone asks you how you doing and you're already responding with negative words, you've already changed the status quo for yourself. You've changed the order for yourself. Someone asks you, but how are you doing? You say, I'm suffering. No, you already told yourself that you're meant to suffer. No, that is not for us. When things are happening around you, how do you handle it? You're going through challenges, how do you handle it? Things are not going the way it should go in your home, in your marriage, in the life of your children, how do you manage it? We are in Nigeria. For those of us that live in Nigeria, things are not going the way it should go. It's been very, very interesting this past months. How have you been handling it? When you sleep and wake up and they tell you that the prices of things has gone up, has multiplied by 5, 6, 7, 8 times, what do you say? Do you wake up and start complaining and start lamenting and start crying, start cursing people? Or do you wake up, remember who you are, knowing fully well that your Father in heaven is your source, not the government? When things are happening around you, what do you say? And like I started by saying that the power of life and death is in the tongue. My brethren, that is the gospel truth. So many people have gone that they have endangered their lives. They have entangled themselves because of the words that came out from their mouth. You look at someone who is sick and you're asking, I'm dying. You're already roping yourself in. The Bible says that by his stripes we are made whole. So when you get up and you're not feeling what you should feel, you begin to speak to your body. My body, you must conform to the word of the Lord. The word of the Lord says that I am made whole. By his stripes I am healed. His body was broken so that my body can be mended. You look at yourself. You don't have money in your pocket It is not the time to complain or lament. You remember the word of the Lord that calls God Jehovah Jireh, my provider. You look up to him. Psalm 121 verse 1. He said, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. Our help can only come from him. So you look at yourself, you lift up your eyes and you say, Father, my help can come from you. You are my source. I believe you, for you are my provider. The Bible made me to understand that my God shall supply all my needs. You go to your business place, things are not going the way it should go. Your business is not flowing the way it should flow. What does the Bible say? You come to God with his word. Father, you said in the book of Deuteronomy that you command your blessings upon the works of my hands. You go positive. You begin to align everything around you with the word of the Lord, not with complaints. You look at your marriage. Probably as a woman, before you got married, you already had a picture of how you want your home to look. And then you got married and it's not looking that way. Pastor says it is not the time to start telling the man, I regret marrying you. No. It is not the time to complain and say, Father, why did you allow me? Why me? Why me? It is not why me time. It is the time to go down on your knees and begin to call those things that be not as though they were. Look at your marriage and begin to tell your marriage what you want to see. You look at your husband, you begin to speak to his inner man. You call forth what you want to see in the life of your husband and in your home. Are you aware that the Bible said that he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord? So it will be a major error when you get married and after a very long time the favor is not manifested. You go back to God. Father, you said in your word, he that finds a good thing, my husband has found me, I am the good thing he has found, he will obtain favor. You begin to call forth the things you want to see in your marriage. You're believing God for job. People say, let you that will not work should not eat. You begin to trust God. You speak what you want to see, not what you are seeing. You don't speak what men are saying. You don't join men to complain, to lament. You speak what you want to see. Until you see it, you cannot receive it. You must see it. You must see it before you can call it forth. What you don't see, you cannot receive. Abraham, when God asked him to step out, he stepped out. He said, look up, count. If you can number all these as they are, so will your descendant be. He said, come, look up. You have to see before you can receive, before it will enter your hands. And I ask you again, what are you saying over your life, over your ministry, over your finance, over your marriage, over your children, over your health, over everything that concerns you? What are you saying? You embark on a project and it looks like it is stuck. What are you saying? I want you to wake up every day and begin to speak what you want to see in every areas of your life. Your marriage, everything that concerns you. Speak what you want to see, not what men are saying. Don't speak what men are saying. Speak what you want to see. When you sleep and wake up, every day as you move around, the Bible says he daily loads us with benefit. Every day of your life, there is a benefit attached to that day. Call it forth. Speak it. Don't speak what men are saying. Don't speak what men are saying. What are you seeing? Or what do you see? What you don't see, you cannot receive. And like I said, there is power in the spoken words. When you see and you begin to speak it, you will see it manifest. And like I also said, mind what you say when you're angry. Mind what you say when you're with people. Mind what you say when you're going through challenges. Mind what you say to your spouse, to your children, to your relatives, to your family members. Mind what you say in the ministry, in your business place, at work. Mind what you say, because there is power in the spoken words. And if you speak blessings, you will see blessings. If you speak promotion, you will see promotion. If you speak upliftment, you will see upliftment. And if you speak restoration, you will speak restoration. You will only have what you speak. You will only have what you call forth. And today I ask you lastly, what are you saying? What are you saying? Speak it and you will receive it.